Hello, everybody, and welcome to another AMA with me. I'm Jamie Thompson, CEO of Vulcan Forged, if you didn't already know. It's the 30th of May. There are so many questions this week. I'll get into them straight away. I know some of you have a lot of questions, so I'm just going to sort of get to them. Just a quick summary of Davos was great. I mean, I've had better conferences I've been to with better connections, but this one was more, the people we kind of met were sort of very connected, but sort of not much synergy involved. Like a lot of people like had blockchains they wanted us to move to and that sort of thing. But we did manage to sort of get a deal with about 10 million trees from an African country coming to Elysium, which is amazing. But of course, there's going to be a lot of paperwork for that, but that's in motions at the moment. So yeah, the whole sustainable green thing with Elysium really is opening a lot of eyes. So I've got a lot of questions in the AMA channel. So let's have a look. And I've got some answers from some of the devs to help me when I don't know the answers. So let's go. So It's Mass says, how much lava does it take to burn a tree? I didn't actually know the answers to this one. So Yap helped me out. So each transaction polygon produces, oh my goodness, 20 grams of CO2. On Elysium, would be significantly lower. If Elysium was doing 1 million transactions, considering the same amount of CO2 production per polygon, that would plant around 1,000 trees a day. So I don't know if that answered your question, but it's about 1,200 lava per tree in terms of costs. The trees we bought right now weren't really from the lava transactions we've had already, but they were from so some of them were, but a lot of them were for the money, from our own sort of money anyway we had beforehand from the Kura slot. So so we won't really know how fast the forest grows until we start going. Yeah, but about 1,000 lava per tree. When are we going to be able to sell our mats for lava to NPC? Well, look, we don't want to give any sort of exact times anymore because we can get in trouble. But the lava trading is actually ready and done. So again, let me say, if any developers are listening to me while I'm doing this, that'd be great. I'm pretty sure the lava for materials is actually already implemented. Okay, so when will terracotta be forageable? Well, it doesn't have a use yet. That will be in the next level. There are certain assets you'll need. We're working on this whole alchemy system and forging system, which actually gives your sort of materials benefits. But of course, we know there's a little bug where people can kind of access in-game off-chain materials through some sort of cheat, which we're patching this week. That's one of the reasons we haven't implemented the new foraging system with keys, because if you can sort of get keys through cheating, then it means you get NFTs through cheating, which basically would affect the economy. So it's the same with the blacksmith and forging. The minute we give materials and benefits where you can forge and make NFTs from them, things get a little bit cheekier. So it's not just like, oh no, they managed to find an XP bug. It's they managed to find terracotta over and over again, which allowed them to forge something which is worth value. So we're patching that little, that big exploit this week. When can we expect new XP routes for other games? Yeah, so Vulcan Runner is the next one. I really do advise you to play that now, because that is in a state where we are definitely adding XP in the next update. There's even another update coming this week for Vulcan Runner, some new terrains. But the update following that will be with XP. And then if that's okay and not too many exploits, then we'll add that will be the first frenzy game where we can add pay lava to earn lava. And it'll be a great sort of base for us to see the first sort of play to earn economy game getting to work. When will 1,000 lava per hour reward phase change? Again, I don't want to change this until we've got the frenzy games in place. We need to see how much lava is being bought and burned and used. And for now, I still think what we're playing on now is still the 24K a day lava per game for anyone that plays by buying nothing, I think is going to be the base layer. Then if you have a frenzy pass, you get access to a higher different pool of lava, and also you get to sort of pay lava, you get access to a bigger pool because more people are paying. But for now, I think it's a safe amount without sort of jeopardizing the price of lava. Again, when Elysium launches and you see what some of the stuff we're launching at Vulcan entails, you'll realize that the chances of there being an over amount of lava is very slim. The lava use cases are going to be massive, and there's going to be one thing we're going to reveal at Vulcan, which should immediately make you want to get lava. So get your lava. Okay, so let me go to the other questions. We have, are there any actions planned to incentivize building in Vulcanverse by Flipflyer? Good question. I think it's the VBI, we've called it, the Vulcan Building Inspector, goes into production this week. I know Toby's in charge of that. I know Rogue Pixie, Scott's, Asavian, and I think Vulcan, I haven't heard from her yet, are going to be in charge of it. There will be a PYR incentive to build. So we hope that gets people building. We're also, once we make a big switch to Elysium, I know it's a really hard one because a lot of the NFTs, a lot of the Vulcanverse land has never ever been open. People have bought the land at the land sale, are just sitting on it. They've never even logged up my forge and never built anything. It's just sitting there. And it's a hard decision to make of what to do, because we know many guilds and people would want those land and they can do something with it. But taking away someone's NFT, well, I don't think it's the right thing to do. So we might make a case where if they don't use it, other people can build on it for rewards until they log in or something like that, because it's just a real shame to see empty space in Vulcanverse. Okay, so the quest progress coming along. So Dark Lord, other Jamie, just did a massive response to this question in the AMA channel in Discord. There's no point I'm not going to read it out because these guys have covered everything. We've got animated NPCs coming, we've got the Nysa from Boreas, the Sphinx of Notus, Lycion, Radamathus, all that. These are all ready to go. The automatons in Vulcan City, you've got the weekly quest system, special quests, epic quests. Honestly, I'd check into Discord to read, because the Dark Lord has replied in droves on that. Will we see other figures except Titans and Olympians? Thinking about the underworld or Scythic gods, for example. Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Greek mythology is we can incorporate anything. I doubt it won't be in the Olympian god Titans series, because that's 24 only. But with the NPCs we have and quests and other games we can do, we've got such an enormous amount of lore and characters that we can include. So yeah, I mean, of course, anything that's in Greek mythology will probably pop up in one of our games somewhere. How will the lava ledger bank work roughly? Do we need to use cold lava? Yep, everything in game is cold lava. That's but it just works better that way, to have it off chain. One, it's safer. Two, it avoids having to sort of run it through the browser. There are going to be 3 different programs. They had names actually. Crikey, what were they called? Nestwolf and Dark Lord came up with some great names. So it's 3 lockup plans. It's basically like a bank. You go to a bank and you choose to deposit an amount of lava for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. And then you get a certain amount of returns of that lava being locked up. Again, another great use of lava when that's there. Will the lava program run for some time in tandem with the new nodes? I don't know what that means. I think, do you mean are lava gems active with the nodes? Yes, they are. I mean, we still want to make it so if you hold PYR, you generate lava. And honestly, we're doing everything we can to keep the lava usage and value as high as we can, because this is the 2-token system you really want. You want the chicken to lay the egg properly, and you want that chicken to be valuable. If the chicken is less valuable than the egg, then you might as well just get an egg. Any update on when the 100k hide and seek will be held? Well, we were waiting for these memory leaks to be fixed. I don't want to keep saying that I'm going to do it now, but don't forget we did have the HCPR upgrade and the memory leaks the last week. Now everything's running smoothly. I don't see why we can't actually get a date for that, because now we're actually looking on building new features, which is great, because it means we've got a stable world. So let me try and get a date for that. The 24 new cards coming to Berserk will be tokenized after a month. How can they be acquired? Will it be a sale on the market? Haven't decided yet. I won't lie to you. Probably going to sell half of them, and the other half we'll put in foraging chests in Vulcan first, because as you know, we're on a massive campaign to bring as much peer as we can back into well, our wallets really, to sort of keep locked up off the market after what happened. Any update on tower defense? Yes, we are glad to announce that it will be released this week, a beta release. So tower defense, we actually moved teams on that. We weren't happy with the way the first one was moving. They did a great job, but it was just sort of time and efficiency. It was moved to another team, hence a slight delay, but that's being released this week in beta. And Toby and the community testers can confirm that it's a new beast, and lots of things that were supposed to be there are there now, leaderboards, weapons, all sorts. So yeah, that's coming this week, tower defense. Question, can we remove material limits? I don't know about that one. Slave 4E, I think Manos talked to you about it. Eric asks, when you don't have the XP required to withdraw lava, but applying for a node, do you need to get to that XP level? Can you withdraw when you have a node and don't have much XP? They're completely separate. This is just a place. Nodes, don't forget, Elysium is nothing to do with Vulcanverse or Vulcan Forged, really. I mean, the way you got to look at it is a Vulcan Forged is just a company, even though we built Elysium, is a company that's using Elysium as a blockchain. So for many DApp, you know, Hustleverse or Edverse or whatever, you know, their community members can become a node on Elysium if they want to. They hold enough POAR, and then some of them may not even have any XP because they don't play our games. So yeah, it's completely unrelated to experience inside our games. Will users be able to have multiple types of nodes? Of course you will. We can't control how many MetaMask wallets you set up, node away. But from Twitter, how many games for mobile phones? Good question, because I think mobile is a massive market, and especially for play to earn games. I think that's a massive golden goose. So tower defense is mobile, Berserk is mobile, Vulcan Runner will go to mobile, Vulcan Assassin is mobile. I'm not sure about Forge Arena. I think that's too big to become mobile, but the ones I just mentioned are definitely mobile. As I said, after Assassin, we're not building any more games for a while. And after the Vulcan, you'll realize why. Yeah, I can't really say too much about that yet. Okay, any juicy info about Elysium to leak before Vulcan 2? Nothing that you already don't know. You know, 40 crypto projects are moving there. I think Goons of Balatune are one of the first ones to be moving there. We're changing Vulcan decks to Elysium Swap. All the Elysium tokens we paired with each other there, all with peer pairs, of course, and also we're adding a lot of seedify elements to Elysium Swap, where you can launch an IDO by on it, but you have to hold an amount of stake peer to qualify for the IDO. Basically like seedify, but our own version of it. Can we make the beautiful port part of the landmark run? Not a bad idea. Yeah, not a massive priority, but we could do. Can the landmarks that give XP get switched up each week to let it be? Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. Yeah. Let me. I'm just going to put that in our management channel because that's a good idea, Captain Thor. If we change up the experience points for landmarks, and people are going to be traveling more around the world, which is what we want. Although we really want building more. Again, after Vulcan, you know, you'll understand why building is really the key here. But in Vulcanverse, it'd be nice to get a lot more building. Instead of people just sort of clicking crystals. You know, the whole play to earn model and economy, I've always said, is a real tricky one. And yeah, okay, I'll address all that anyway another time. So I think that no, oh goodness me, it's not. It's a load more. Are there plans for evasive free Vulcanites? You summon them if you have the right scrolls with you. We haven't got that idea. You have to own the Vulcanite to get it, unfortunately. Otherwise, people will just sort of, it would devalue Vulcanites if you could just summon them anyhow. But summoning Vulcanites is the second feature coming next. I think the first is the lava bank, I believe, or foraging. Either way, I know that number 2 is the Vulcanite summoning, meaning you can summon a Vulcanite above your level up to level 7, depending on what lava you want to stick into the into the summoning NFT. Where is the lava bank coming from? Is that part of the magma protocol? No, magma protocol is different. That's just basically any ELS token used on the marketplace. There's going to be a fee taken by Vulcan Forge, obviously. And so using the back end of the DEX Elysium swap, we swap that back into PYR. So it means any transaction on Agora, which is going to be the new marketplace, by the way, not Vulcan Forge. It's going to be the Elysium marketplace with all the DApps. So every transaction on Vulcan Forge means peer is bought on the back end. That's the magma protocol, and we stick that in our buyback wallet. Okay, Defender. You got your AMA. So here are all your questions. Will there be a bridge between ERC to Elysium? Yes, already being made, and it's due mid-June. So around the time of Vulcan, and that's not me just saying it's being released as Vulcan just as a big surprise. It just so happens that the bridge is going to be ready there. So we, in theory, you can start porting tokens to Elysium then. But the first thing we're going to be doing is moving all our NFTs onto Elysium, and yeah, then we'll move peer and all the other tokens will come to Elysium. Ledger integration with Elysium chain. Yeah, it's a very standard MetaMask Solidity substrate thingy. I know the answer to yes to that because I read all the dev channels. Roadmap for next 6 to 12 months. Not even going to go there. Any new exchange in the world, Coinbase. You know I can't talk about that. And that isn't some rubbish. That isn't some stupid. You know. Oh, there's an NDA. I mean, you know. Things, you know, we are talking to other exchanges. We are generally, but there's stuff we have to do before we're allowed to list there. Like for example, the big company wallet. You need like a minimum amount of people to have keys and stuff, which we don't have at the moment. So we're getting the regulations in place to go on other exchanges if we were to go onto another exchange. Where's the Vulcan Forge company registered? 4 places. Well, it's registered. It's in the BVI, Singapore, UK and Greece. There are 4 companies, a lot of companies to do token stuff, legalities, what's legal and what isn't, what can be used. Some countries don't allow things, some countries do. Will there be an iPhone app? Yeah, there already is. I think it's still in development really, and I'm glad it has, because I think until Elysium's launch, I think there's no point putting these little side features on. Okay, I'm new to Vulcan Forge. I came out a few posts where people called Jamie a scammer for lying, pushing dates and changing things all the time. Post talked about NDA and finish up, and what they're talking about. They're probably talking about the fact I said the fashion conglomerate was going to be announced a few weeks ago, and it wasn't. And sorry about that, but that one thing doesn't mean the other. The reason for that was the contract got changed. Not changed, added to by the conglomerate. Nothing's changed, just got pushed back. Of course, that doesn't imply all the other horrible words they say about me, and over it. Done. Can the game play in cell phones? Done. I think I've got all your questions, Defender. Any more you can DM me and I'll answer you. Is there a Binance partnership with Vulcan Forge? Yeah, we're partnering with Binifty. Is it called Binifty? No, Binity. Bifinity. Again, that's going to be announced at Vulcan, and it's going to be part of the new product we're releasing. How will upgrading Troyland works? No sewing, because there's no staking. You will have to just simply pay to upgrade. You get access to more materials. It's more focused on the creativity and aesthetics, Troy, as that's the kind of place route we want to sort of take. Okay. FOMO Fudstar. We'll be able to at some point rent out the Frenzy Pass and at 50/50 rewards. Good idea, although we really do want the Frenzy Pass to be a purchasable thing, because then there's a massive correlation between buying peer and user counts. Like the more users want the Frenzy Pass, the more peers bought, and of course, that's I'm not saying it's good or bad for financial advice, but it's always good to have an active token. Is there a penalty for moving peer out of market wallet to earn more lava? No, we wouldn't know anyway if you did it. Are you ready for Vulcan 2, Jamie? Oh, absolutely. Cannot wait. We have gone all out for this. You have no idea how much work is being put into it. I mean, it is really something. It's a shame it's in a bear market, because I know everyone's, but whatever. We started in a bear market. We'll survive bear bull for as long as we do. Just this show is going to be fantastic. The lineups we've got, the reveals we've got, the speakers we've got, the DJs we've got. I really can't wait to see you all again. Be a much different affair to the Amsterdam one. It says July 1st for node. Does that mean you'll not be able to get a node? No. You can always get a node. But if you want the node NFT, which is unique to this first node lockup, then you have to get it by July 1st. I'd get it if I were you, because good market to kind of get things. Jamie, would it be an idea that the share your build community can select certain beautiful plot build to become a temporary landmark? Yeah, I mean, not a bad idea. I like it. Maybe that can be part of the Vulcan building inspectors that each. Well, then what does it do if you make them a landmark? I guess not much, really. Just say it's a landmark. I think just being acknowledged and sort of being saying, "Oh, you're the builder of the week" is probably enough. Okay, so let me go to the actual stream. We've got some more stuff. Morning all. Oh, I'll show that. That's a good one. Any choice spoilers regarding different tiers will be? Just closer to certain things, more features, different kinds of builds. Imagine sort of like Hades and Notus, but instead of different terrain, just cooler stuff you can build. We're looking forward to most about Vulcan 2. Probably revealing this product, which I think really is the way forward. And also meeting you all and having a good time and just sort of us just trying to, soldier on together. Do you think Troy release this year? Absolutely. Certainly be explorable. Whether or not we'll put level 2 this year, I'm not sure. But don't forget, we've got a lot of the engine already made, so it's a bit easier for us. And I'm not going there. VF for life. Appreciate doing this. Appreciate you too. What fashion brand release was delayed? Can't tell you that, although I do know the contracts that were again signed on Friday. They just made them a bit longer, so I don't know. It could be any time. Could be tonight. Probably not tonight. Could be. Probably tomorrow. Maybe not. Don't know. Any agreements for lava to be added to exchanges? Yeah, we have been offered to put lava on an exchange, and I don't know. I'm not ready to do it yet until the economy is pumping at full tilt, so we can kind of see whether or not it'll be harmful or not. Because don't forget, people need to buy lava for transactions, and we don't want it to moon too much. Why can't you reveal the conglomerate name yet? Why so much promises and then nothing revealed at the end, despite a few months past? Because we found out about it a few months ago. We were told a release date, but due to an NDA we had to sign, we couldn't release it. And then that contract changed and the conglomerate pushed it back. So I wasn't allowed to announce it. That's the reason. I guess you can blame me for hinting at it early, but it's exciting and I'm still excited about it. There are already spots that should be landmarks of the active market. Okay. How can we bring more travelers to the coast? When does level 3 start? I don't know. Maybe one might say level 3 could be announced at a certain time event, perhaps. Maybe. No, I'm giving too much away then. Who knows? A bit harsh there. Oh, what the comment, whatever, seemed worse. And when we get some oceans and waves on the coast, yeah, we're implementing a new water engine again. Even though the new water we got's good, we are putting another new one in. Because with this new HDRP, we have access to far more graphics than we had before. So we can always improve things. If you get a node, can you down the node? Yep, you can. You'll lose that node though. You just have to get another node. Any news on the blockchain visualizer competition? We didn't have any submissions yet. I know Niels was making one. It looked kind of cool. Its mass looks really cool. Like he sent it to me in DM. I'd say that's probably the nearest one to being complete at the moment. So only 2 people have really showed me some sort of mid-work stuff going on. So yeah, I think that's it. Will there be a boat to travel from VV to Troy? Yeah, there can be. I mean, but again, that's just a visual. For us right now, it's just getting the Troy engine. Putting a little splash screen in between is not hard to do. We'll be able to swim at least. Yep, swimming will be coming. Everything you could possibly imagine, like you would do in a world, will come. But we just have to, and I have to keep saying it. It's been 1 year, and Vulcanverse will always be expanding and improving and be the ultimate MMO that you want it to be. You'll see at Vulcan what I mean, where Vulcanverse will always be the base and where it'll be the testing ground or the home ground for this new product we're releasing, which I think everyone will love. but yeah, of course, anything you want to do in Vulcan Verse, we'll put it in. But you know, we had a team of 2 to start with. Now we have over 100, sure, but you know, step by step. Okay, I think that's it for me. Let me just check in the other channels. General, all good. Preview what to come. Okay, all right then. So I think that's it from me. I see a few comments. I see in general people have taken a few things I've said to heart. I'm not saying certain things are happening at Vulcan, but I'm not saying they're not either. So, you know, I'm being very good at not giving any dates on anything. And for those that got upset about the conglomerate being pushed back, I do apologize. It wasn't my fault. You'll live to see another day again. And I love you all. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And take care now. Bye-bye.